Morning, people. Long time no see. Sorry, as you know, I'm frequently not well. Zed's a little hero dog today. When we were out doing our training this morning, there's a special needs school or special education school very close to the fields, and I was doing some agility, and then suddenly teachers running after a little boy, and the boy was very, very distressed. And anyway, we finished up, and obviously Zed is a trained support dog, and she could see these 5 adults sort of grabbing this child, and she just wasn't going to move. She could pick up on the distress, and obviously we knew what was going on, but Zed wasn't having it, and she was just focused on the little boy. But she was on lead, and they were coming back our way, and I said my service dogs were really concerned about the little boy. And you could see the little boy was very distressed. They were hanging on to him for dear life, the teachers, because he'd actually, tried to run away. And Zed just went into work mode, and she sat in front of the little boy, and I spoke to the boy about, the fact she was a service dog, and, she knew how to support, and she was just amazing with him, and I'm just so proud of her. It's just really incredible that she can be so sweet and so kind. She's got no interest in dogs at all, but it's like distressed person, and she's there. I've seemed to have lost my dog at the moment. Zed, come, good girl. So today on I thought we'd do a little bit of target work and teaching your dog how to give you a supporting cuddle. So I'll need some meat, which I haven't got because I'm never organised. Hold on, people. But we have meat ready. Ready? What's this? I haven't hoovered, and so she's all over the floor. Stop it. So now, obviously, you can teach this with pups, and Zed sits. Good girl. So first of all, your dog's got to understand touch, and you would first of all you put your hand out like this and target. Yes. Target. Yes. Target. Yes. And you reward it. Obviously, when you're training, you reward after every single time they do it. Good girl. Good girl. And then you make it a little bit harder. So you do a high touch. Touch. Yes. Touch. Yes. Touch. Yes. Touch. Yes. Touch. Yes. Good. Good girl. Oh, that's a big bit of lamb. Good girl. Okay, so you start your touch work like that, and then you move on to post-it notes, which you put wherever you want or need them, and you teach your dog to I'll just use stay there. I'll just use this. Set here. Target. Yes. Okay, so you get the idea. Obviously, Zed's a lovable little girl anyway. I mean, she might have been a horrible puppy, but she's turned into an amazing little dog. Now, sometimes we all need a cuddle, and it's not a natural thing. I mean, I have heard, come here, sit, close. I've heard so much nonsense about you shouldn't hug your dog, and you shouldn't do this, and you shouldn't do that. We're all different, and we're all individuals, as are our dogs. And, Zed is a support dog as well as a service dog, because I'm a wreck and I get very lonely. She goes, I know, Mummy, I love you too, darling. I love you, I love you, I love you. Will you give Mummy cuddle? Cuddle, cuddle, cuddle. There we go. And I just gently hug her, and she puts her neck on my head, on my shoulder. Cuddle, cuddle, good cuddle. Yes. And I'm not putting any pressure. I'm not holding her to me. I'm just putting my hands on her back. And, she understands that is cuddle. And she does that voluntarily if I am upset. Zeddy, cuddle. Cuddle, cuddle. Oh, it's a good cuddle, Zeddy. Yes. And, these things can, in times of difficulty like today, they really come into their own. And, with support and service work, it has to be taught gently. It really does. It's not something I personally feel you can be aversive with. It's not like obedience training or agility training or protection work. It involves a whole different mindset, and I'm just really proud of her. I think she's done a wonderful job today to help a little boy that she's never even met before. She just knew it was all wrong, and she was really picking up on the child's distress. Good girl, come tuck. Yes, it's all right. But she's a very wonderful dog. And I hope you're all doing really well. I mean, I'm sorry I've been ill, but I'm ill a lot. And yes, I know you love me. Yes, I love you too. I've got proud mummy syndrome. Okay, wavy, please like, share and subscribe. Yes.